Chelsea here, sharing all kinds of fun stories and fun facts from the Verde Canyon Railroad. So where do all of these stories come from? This book right here, called Tracking Down the Past, an amazing hardcover of 516 pages full of 150 years of history. What's the story today? Let's start with Chapter 1.
None of us would get to experience the Verde Canyon Railroad if it weren't for these two men. In 1888, William A. Clark arrived in Arizona and bought the United Verde Copper Company mine in Jerome. He not only invested in mining and real estate, but he also invested in the new standard gauge railroad. 100 years later, Dave Durbano bought that railroad sight unseen when he arrived in April 1989 to examine its condition and entered the Verde Canyon. Durbano knew this was much more than a freight corridor for lumber, coal, and cement. He was awestruck by the undisturbed wilderness, ancient ruins, geology, and breathtaking beauty of the landscape with the Verde River, vegetation, and wildlife. He realized it's a destination for an exceptional journey and figured out how to share it with others. 20 months later, the excursion train was born and is still visited by over 100,000 people each year. Though Durbano and Clark will only meet in history books, both remain tied together by the railroad.
So be sure to get your copy of Tracking Down the Past when you go to the gift shop after you've booked your train ride with the Verde Canyon Railroad.